Today I want to talk about something very important to me with regards to what I hear constantly on Black YouTube. In fact, it's almost pervasive. And that is the idea that African American women are losing respect or have lost respect for African American men. And this connotation of Black men being, less than consistent, not providing enough money, lack of masculinity, not stepping up to the plate. And this is the reason why these ladies have lost respect for Black men. And there are standards that these Black men need to continuously meet in relationships for women to respect them. However, I would like to open up the dialogue with Great Inquisition today, and I would like to position this. What happens when Black men lose respect for you? What happens? Because often we hear about what happens when you lose respect for us, but have we ever considered the fact that whether it be in a relationship or in a friendship or whatever it may yield, what is the outcome if we lose respect for you? And I'd like to talk about it in a relationship style of oration today. Typically, when Black men get into relationships with sisters, and this is not just an African American relationship issue, but it seems to be an American problem, but it's magnified much more in our community. Black men have to do these things: provide, protect, be attentive to this woman's needs emotionally. And, there's so many things that men have to do for a woman. But then when you stop doing any of those things, that's when she can lose respect for you. It could be that she feels that you've changed. It could be that you're not gaining her attention anymore. And when she doesn't, when she feels that you're not who you used to be, then that's when problems can come about. But what if you're a man that is doing everything you're supposed to do? You're paying the bills. You're keeping the lights on. You're taking care of that woman on the period and the kids. You're providing a good home. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But then she, for whatever reason, stops doing what she's supposed to do. The sex thing is a big part of relationships, although sex doesn't last long in comparison to the whole relationships. It's a big part of it. It's something that men need, something that men enjoy. See, men are expected to still do what they're supposed to do, regardless if women don't do what they're supposed to do. Which is, if your man is not getting sex because you're refusing it, he would become a punk or less than a man if he stops paying the bills or if he stops taking care of you. He's supposed to be committed into the relationship regardless. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. If you gain recognizable sums of weight, he's not supposed to say anything about that. He's supposed to continue to do what he's supposed to do, even though you're not who you were when you first met him. Some levels of disrespect, calling your man a B, calling your man out of his name, even if that man has stepped into your life and raised a kid that wasn't his, he's raising his kid with you. You want to have smoke for him, and that's the guy that's there every day. But when you meet somebody else in the street who can't do nothing for you, then all of a sudden you want to be nice to this particular guy. And that man may have made some mistakes, but he's still consistent. And see, it's at this point when you expect this man to do what he's supposed to do, and then you feel like you don't have to do what you're supposed to do, this is when that man's going to start losing respect for you. And see, many women don't think that there's a certain action behind that. See, they feel like because a man is frustrated, well, if I give him some sex later on, that will be good enough for him. Well, what if you draw it out for too long? I mean, hypothetically, what if you draw it out for too long to the fact that that man don't even want to be around you anymore? The man that's trying to talk to you, come to Jesus talks, what's the problem? You say that you're sorry. And that's another thing too, because the men are supposed to keep their word, but a lot of times women don't keep theirs. So when you say that you're sorry, you really don't mean that. You're just saying that you're sorry for him to be able to give you a chance, and then you might throw some booty in there, and then you'll return or revert back to what you've been usually doing, which was causing that particular problem that he doesn't want to be a part of anymore. And when that man sees that you're just saying that you're sorry, that you're just retrogressing, your intentions are ill-willed. You don't mean what you say, but you expect him to mean what he says. That man knows that at that point, he is being taken advantage of, and he's been held to unequal standards, that you are not doing what you're supposed to do while he's doing what he's supposed to do. And at that point, that's when he's gonna lose respect for you. You don't do what you said you're gonna do. See, it's only men that have to do what they say they're gonna do. But see, women in particular in our community, they can regress, or they can take back, or they can Indian give. You see, men can't be Indian givers. We can't give something and then ask for it back. That's bad. But see, women can put their word out there and take it back, but we can't. But no, see, the reality is that you can stop doing what you want to do and expect us to keep doing what we're supposed to do. But no. That's when a guy starts losing respect for you. Oh, so you're a liar now. What I'm living with is a liar. What I'm living with is a person who's playing games. So because of that, I'm losing respect for you. And now I don't even want to deal with you. And at that point, that African-American man is going to start getting checked out. He'll be there. He might live in the same house as you. You might have kids together. And all of that stuff he was talking about, like he really wants to work it out, he wants to be better and all that stuff. Now at that point, you thought you were doing something by not saying anything and being silent. But see, now the situation is going to be reversed. All hope is going to be lost. Okay? He'll come home, he ain't going to talk to you. He won't argue with you. He's not going to fight with you. Because it's not going to be worth it for him. And the one thing that he wants to happen is that you need to go. See, it's only when women get tired. No. A lot of men are getting tired. A lot of women have been dumped and try to act like they dumped somebody. They always do that. But a lot of men have left women right where they're standing in the black community. That's why you see a lot of times guys leave their baby mamas and go on with the next woman and have a pretty nice life or decent life and gain more material things while she's struggling. Because see, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. And what I would tell black men right now is for, under the sound of my voice, if people, especially in our community, women, if they renege on doing what they say they're going to do, and you have to do what you say you're going to do, stop doing what you're supposed to do and get them out. You never do for people who stop doing for you. At that point, if they don't live up to the bargain that you set in the first place, get them out. Get them out. They have to go. Because there will no longer be, I have to do X, Y, and Z, and you were supposed to do A, B, and C, but you stopped doing A, B, and C, and I'm still doing X, Y, and Z. You're getting the hell out of here. That's what you're doing. Or I'm getting out. Because you're going to play A, B, and C by yourself. And that's the only way to make people accountable for their reactions. And then what they'll try to do is at the end, they'll start trying to, oh, we want to start having sex now, or we want to start being cool now. But it's too late. It's too late. The writing's on the wall. It's too late. Now you're trying to fix it. You should have thought about that when you had the chance, but you didn't. Now look at you. And at the end of the day, you did it to yourself. Now you have to live with the fact that you did it to yourself, so that the next guy that you deal with, learn from it. And that's how a lot of brothers lose respect for sisters. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high.